Jeremy Oliver here with Paul Scorpo from Scorpo Wines at his tasting cave room, designed by his daughter when he got kicked out of his other tasting room.
Yes.
But we're now tasting the Eocene Chardonnay from 2021. Now the Eocene is the Scorpo Wines top level Chardonnay.
Yes.
So Paul, if you could just basically explain what distinguishes this wine from the estate.
Well, the estate, I think we mentioned, the estate is from 2 vineyards, and it's around about 50% from the Eocene Chardonnay vineyard and 50% from our East Block Chardonnay on Stanley's Road.
Yep.
This is 100% just from the Eocene vineyard, and they're barrel selections.
Okay.
So they've got to be another level of complexity to the estate wine.
And do you tend to find that the barrels you're choosing are slightly newer? Has this got a...
No, it varies. It varies. But we're very conscious of, not overdoing the oak because it can. I mean, we have
sit on
it. We have so many. So we are. The wine's got to be balanced. So sometimes it has very little new oak.
Yeah.
So it just depends.
Yeah.
The 2021, God, I'd have to go back to my books, but I think it was, I don't know, 18% or something.
Wow.
I don't know. It was just wasn't that
This is brilliant.
that much oak.
And it's not wanting for new oak, by the way. There's no
No.
deficiency of quality oak in that wine. It's
no.
beautifully knit, and it's pushing up that perfume of that Chardonnay. Now, 2021 was a very, very special vintage in southern Australia, at least for.
Well, it was seen
Chardonnay.
it was seen, but I don't know. 2022 was pretty good.
Yeah.
as
We've
you've
just
seen.
tasted.
And 2020 wasn't bad.
No.
We, the Peninsula sort of made amazing wines, I think, in 2020
Compared to the rest.
of
Yeah.
Australia. But this is, so this is basically, it's just, in terms of intensity, in terms of finesse, it's just another level above the estate.
Yeah.
And as I said, we don't make it every year. The winemaking is exactly the same as the estate, but it's just barrel selections from the 2.5 acres that we have here. So, I think we made 120 dozen or something like that.
Stuff all.
So we don't make a lot
6
of
barrels. There
Yeah.
are 5-6 barrels. So in other words, what you've got here then is a wine with concentration. It's got amazing concentration, so season and the selection and the quality of the vineyard. And then you've got layers, and you've helped those layers with the way you ferment and then mature the wine in barrel. And you've got incredible drive and length. It's like, we're muttering the word earlier, like Grand Cru type length, I was saying. And then you've got the balance and the finesse. And the thing about it, it's terrific now, but I'd almost want to shoot you if you wanted to drink that now, because at the moment I'm tasting a wine where all the components are too obvious, it's too easy to identify. And whereas I'm looking at that in 5, 6, 7 years, and I'm not saying you can't drink it now because it's fantastic, but it will just be sublime.
Yeah.
It has all the concentration. It will be seamless. It'll be incredibly long, and then it finishes, Paul, with that real signature of your wines, which is that salinity, that savoury aspect, and I think it's extraordinary.
Look, I think 2021, because it was a perfect vintage, those vintages are always approachable earlier too. There's a generosity to them that makes them approachable earlier. But as you every smell, every time you put the aromas start to sort of open by the minute virtually. So it's a wine that with dinner just is so generous. It's really it's a really generous wine at the moment, and will continue to be.
Oh, I think it's amazing. I mean, it's gone through that citrusy grapefruit phase. It's now into stone fruits, and then you're getting dried herbs, eastern herbs, eastern spices, coriander.
Yeah, it's got a touch of that bouquet garni about it, doesn't it? Just a hint, yeah.
It's astonishing, but my God, if I had it, I'd at least I'd keep half a dozen if I could, for as long as I could.
Well, yeah, they're wines that should age at least, at least for 10 years and a lot longer.
Yeah, a lot longer.
The first one that we made was 2010, and that's still drinking beautifully.
I bet it does.
Yeah, we had a 2013 at Christmas, and it was really looking really good. And but it was so fresh that it still had potential to improve.
Okay, I know what table I'm going to be looking for if I can next Christmas. But Paul, that's an achievement. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Fabulous wine. So just been talking with Paul Scorpo on the 2021 edition of the Eocene Chardonnay from Scorpo Wines.